because there is no confirmation of the Ukrainian side that they had any responsibility in this attack. According to the Russian side, they're accusing the Ukrainians of using drones to attack this airbase and multiple other air bases along the border to the east with Ukraine. So we are seeing what everybody really is seeing as a possibility that this conflict could further escalate. There were some reported explosions around Volgograd last week, also on Russian territory, but without confirmation or mentioning even by the Russian side of what was going on. So there's more and more pressure on the Russian border as the conflict continues to rage across the east, especially now that Kyiv, the city which Russia has retreated from, has been targeted again. There are growing fears also in Russia of how to handle this situation if indeed Kyiv and the government here claim responsibility for the attacks, because this would strategically really impact the strategies and the way Russia conducts itself within its own borders. It could possibly show signs that now the Ukrainian side is able to strike deep into Russian territory, and could possibly mean that Russia will be forced to rethink logistics and where it distributes its troops along the border. Nobody has really taken on any responsibility. The narrative that we are hearing is the Russian narrative, but here in Kyiv, as of this morning, there have been absolutely no comments regarding these attacks, nor has their responsibility been taken upon this actual matter. What had happened is, and what is definitely clear, is that two 95 Russian airplanes were damaged in the attack near the Kursk airport just east of the Ukrainian border. So the situation is, so to say, adding fuel to fire, as we have seen the war in the past couple of days intensify, and Russian attacks across the country were quite extensive yesterday, with hitting multiple cities across the country. So there are no comments from the government in Kyiv, nor are they claiming that they are behind the attack, nor are they denying that they are not behind this particular attack. The announcement came from Yaroslav Yanushevich, who is the governor of the Kherson region, and he has stated that a ban will be lifted to make it possible for Ukrainian residents who are stuck on the territory east of the river, which is under Russian control, and that passage will be open for citizens to cross during daylight only. The lift of the ban will start on Monday, and it seems that there is a prediction and a feeling amongst both intelligence and the military that the battles on the river flanks of Kherson will become more fierce as time passes, and there are expectations and certain indications that Russia is further digging in around the Dnipro River on the eastern flank of Kherson. So we are seeing a continued push by the Ukrainian military and its counteroffensive to try to make life as difficult as possible for Ukrainian positions there. We're slowly seeing the Russian military start to withdraw in certain places south of Zaporozhye, and as well there's a lot of pressure on the Kinburn spit in the south. So people in Kherson are facing very difficult times. Today, 28 attacks happened throughout Kherson, hitting hospitals, airports, residential buildings, and causing a catastrophe really for any citizens remaining there. So this passageway, which is going to be open, will provide a certain lifeline for those who can flee from the Russian-occupied territory. Basically, the Ukrainian military has been able to cross the Dnipro River, raising their flag on the eastern flank of the Dnipro River, a region highly occupied by the Russian military. This is a region where the Russian military has dug in after the retreatment in Kherson. Now we're hearing confirmed reports by the governor of Kherson, who has said that there will be bridges established for residents, Ukrainian citizens who have been trapped under Russian occupations and are living in certain